Oh, we on. Niggas. What's going on, party people? This is Laceby here. Okay, we back at it. Back with another one. It's definitely a pleasure having you guys in. Gotta adjust the microphone here real quick. You know what I'm saying? Breaker, can you hear me? Now we on. So now with that being said, it's always a pleasure having you guys in, but most importantly for me to come out, and give you some of that. And pretty much allowing me to water your garden. I'm the great gardener. You know what I'm saying? You gotta water your garden, make sure the elevation is being done. You know what I'm saying? In other words, listen, I am the spirit, spokesperson. The great spirit is in me, within and without. You heard? But anyway, let me stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm bugging, I'm tripping. But anyway, now, but most importantly, what we do here though, we talk about spirituality. And part of spirituality, we talk about the ego, we talk about the false self and the true self. And those are the fundamentals to me, about who we are, right? Because a lot of times the ego, doesn't get its proper review, if I'm gonna say that. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about the ego, but most importantly, I wanted to concentrate a little bit about the false self and the true self. Now, the false self, what I call the false self, is the self that you pretty much make up along the way. As a very young child or children or whoever the fuck kid, we all learn pretty much because all of us came from, most of us, I should say, came from conditional love, meaning you got to act a certain way for you to be acknowledged, right? Your mom would tell you, you wouldn't be allowed to do this until you do that. So now, at a very young age, you know what you got to do to get to the things that you need to get, right? So what's also happening subconsciously without you knowing is that you're also acknowledging internally that for me to be accepted, I got to be somebody else. I.e., that's why the false self derives from pleasing other people. Because now anything that has to do with you, well, guess what? I may not like it. Or whatever I'm talking about me, you may not like it. Am I going to get the things that I'm looking for? Fuck no. Okay, so therefore, the false self was being reinforced and created that way. That was one of the ways. So we talk about the emotional aspect. We're also talking about the image. Now that you know that's what you got to be, that's why a lot of people are not living their life based on who they are, but their life is being built on that image or who they have to be or become. And in this channel, I'm here to give the sights to the blinds, baby. Do you know what I'm saying? So pretty much what I'm doing here in so many words, I'm doing realignment. Realign your ass to your true motherfucking self. So I've been giving out so many like different tools on how to be yourself. But the last tools that I actually gave out, and if this is your first time, click, check out, my other videos, and that's gonna bring you up to speed, without me having to repeat myself too much, but most importantly, giving you a summary of what to expect here. So you definitely in for a good one if you know what you know, or depending on where you are. I mean, on where you are on your journey. But anyway, we ain't judging. Come get this medicine. Okay? So, the last tip that I gave out was about love, self love. But I also realize how difficult that is because there are so many different aspects or factors that are being played in our lives that prevent us from loving yourself. So briefly, just briefly, I talked about the image that you have in your mind. So therefore, you know you got to repress yourself for you to love yourself. So therefore, automatically, There's nothing as I mean, there's no such thing as self worth to you. So naturally, you already building a low self esteem without even you knowing. It's like I don't know where you may have started as far as your self esteem, but you're bringing that shit all the way down because now you got to adhere to this motherfucking image that you have in your mind. And as you're doing so, what I'm also saying is there are different implications or psychological effect that happens to you as you're doing that. And that's why you cannot love yourself. Now you have to repress yourself. Yourself got to be put in the trunk, right? Because, now you're learning pretty much how to please other people. And that's what you're justifying as love. That makes it hard on a fucking image perspective. Now, other aspect where this shit's holding you down too is cultural background. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you come from a culture that tells you, you know what, loving yourself is vain, you got to put other people's needs before you put yours. Obviously, guess what you're gonna do? Negate the self and go by that saying, but most importantly, that emotional pattern or whatever the fuck it is. So that's why loving yourself is fucking very hard. Now, if you're looking to judge, of course, this motherfucker's stupid. How come motherfuckers don't even fucking love themselves? But, but if you take it into account or if you understanding things for what they are, then you understand, it's all mental. This is a mental institution. And that's why people do what they do, and that's where it came from. So, in so many words, I'm talking about your shadow work. But for you to do your shadow work, you have to increase your vibration. So, by you listening to me now, your vibration is being risen to a certain level. Now you're like, oh, okay, I can see what he's talking about. Or you may even disagree, doesn't matter. But the bottom line is, if it's not being said to you, not even being said to you, it comes down to, elevating your consciousness. Because only then you can really do your shadow work. So, me telling you about the false self and then the true self technically is telling you about it's raising your frequency, your vibration. Because you've been on that low, vibrational vibe. No, we're just trying to keep you up, man. We're elevating your butt. You know what I'm saying? So you in for a treat. So that's what we do here. That's why I say I'm giving sights to the blinds. Hmm. We know what we're talking about, even if you don't. So now that you have a better understanding of what I do here, but most importantly about the last tip that I gave out about self-love, and how your culture can also hold you down because now if you were to let's just say praise yourself or value yourself or self-love, it would be seen or be told as vanity. That's not what you do. You're not being humble. Whereas it's the total opposite. Ironically, it's the total opposite. You truly become humble as you start to love yourself. Because the shit that I'm telling you now, I could easily go off saying how stupid motherfuckers are. But I'm getting to the meat and the potatoes of what the problem is. So I already have compassion for you. You don't even know it. Why do I love you? I love you motherfuckers so much. You don't even know it. You don't even see it. But it's okay though. I got you. But that's also the thing about your true self. Because now you're moving inwardly, like I love to say, you become the blind man reading the scriptures, you know what you know. But anyway, I'm going too deep. Let's keep it little. you know, let's keep it light. We're gonna keep it light. And